Well, hello there, Minecrafters. Thanks for coming by. Continuing on with the Diversity Developers Commentary. I had to split the last video up into parts just because it was too long. But obviously, it does contain spoilers. That's why I needed to give this little disclaimer at the top of the video here. This is the second part of the trivia branch. Obviously, check out the first part if you haven't seen it before, but don't look at any of it if you haven't played the branch. I really don't want to spoil it for you. In this next section, I'm going to be talking about the rest of the questions and the how I did the deaths a little bit. Enjoy! Aha! This is a another tricky one, and a lot of people actually don't know that you can use different items for fuel other than coal. So I wanted to put this in the map just to give you a bit of info. But once again, let's load up the old furnace, and yeah, get out of here. Furnace, and get some sort of a block that we can burn. I guess let's pick one of the ores. Let's go with gold. And we're going to try to do everyone here. We got the gold. Now, what do we need? We need a trapdoor. So, trapdoor. We need a chest. Yeah, chest. We need a fence gate. Yeah, we'll get a... Oh, no, that's a fence gate. And we need a sign. And the sign I can just grab like that. Okay, so let's try the trap door. See if we can burn with it. Oh, we can. Okay, let's try the chest. We can if I... Well, yeah, get lost. I might have to lay these all out because... okay, let's try that chest one more time to prove it to you. There we go. We can burn a chest. And a fence gate. Yep, we can burn a fence gate. So obviously the last answer is the sign. Can't burn a sign. Doesn't burn. So sign is the answer. Where are you, sign? There we go. Okay. Okay, another trick question. Which statement is false about Bedrock? Now, I did have a debate on the forums over this question, over technicalities, which I probably will fix. I'm not sure if I want to, but we're looking at what's false about Bedrock. Bedrock can only be obtained in creative mode. I'm just going to clear my inventory. Bedrock is naturally generated in the end. Mobs cannot spawn on top of Bedrock, and Bedrock cannot be pushed or pulled with pistons. Okay, so let's start with an easy one here. Let's get a piston. And we will get a, I don't know why I'm getting so many of those, lever. And obviously we need some bedrock. There we go. Okay, let's try and push it with a piston. No. Doesn't do anything. So it cannot be, so that answer is true. So that's not one of the ones. Bedrock can only be obtained in creative mode. I'm in creative mode. Let's skip that one for now. Bedrock is naturally generated in the end. Oh, okay. Skip that one for now. And mobs cannot spawn on top of Bedrock. All right. How am I gonna do this? Okay, I'll meet you in the end here. All right, back in the end, I'm gonna quickly show you that there is Bedrock in the end, and it is right. There we go. There's our Bedrock right there. And yeah, beautiful. The other thing, I was in creative. Let's try it again. Yeah. There we go. We got Bedrock. So that is where the Bedrock generates. It also generates when you kill the Ender Dragon in your little warp. I'm going to take you somewhere else next. Okay, this, I had a debate over this issue, and I'm going to probably have to clarify it, but I am in a super flat world that is all Bedrock. I'm also going to change my setting to hard, and I'm also going to change the time to midnight, and there we go. It actually surprised me that no mob will spawn on Bedrock. And this was a change that Mojang made just because they didn't want, I believe this is true, they didn't want mobs to spawn on the roof of the Nether, because at the top of the Nether it's all bedrock. and that is why they implemented that change. But I did have an issue with a debate on the forum, as I said, that if you take an egg and you know, okay, he spawned technically on bedrock. Well, to me, whatever. Anyway, hopefully that he's the only one who's had a problem with that question. But anyway, I'm gonna go back to the question there. Okay, so that eliminates, in my opinion, the mobs cannot spawn on bedrock. Where is it? Mobs cannot spawn on top of bedrock, although I guess we'll have to... Mobs cannot naturally spawn on top of bedrock. I'll have to change that. Bedrock cannot be pushed or pulled with pistons, the easy one. And bedrock is naturally generated in the end. That's all true. So bedrock can be only obtained in creative, because... No, that is a trick question, because I'll show you how you can do it. If I go like this, I'm going to do a give at P7, I believe. And we put one there, and then I clear, and I change my game mode to A at all. Okay, I'm in adventure mode now, and I press this button, and there we go. We have bedrock. So there is another way to get it. It's a trick question. You have to use a give command, but I don't have to be in creative to do it. You could do it in adventure maps or whatever. So bedrock can only be obtained in creative mode. That is false. That is the answer. Which of these blocks is naturally generated in the overworld as well as the nether? This actually is an easier question that I didn't know the answer to, but quartz is actually, I don't think it is generated anywhere. Gravel is found in the nether. I didn't know that. All right, here we go. Note block question, which is definitely unfair. I agree. I had already made the room with note blocks, and I was trying to think of a question about note blocks, and I thought, okay, so when you place a note block, so if I just, game mode, let's see, place a note block here. I've just placed it, and I put a button on it, and I play it. What note is that? Hasn't been altered. Is an F sharp. And I don't think anybody would ever get that question. A little unfair, but I do like how it makes that nice little chord there. Too bad I made the map. Alright, here we go. Melons aren't very filling as a food source. Which of these items is even worse? A little bit of a confusing question, because I know some people thought spider hides is technically worse, but when I'm talking about filling, what's filling as in saturation, how it fills you up, it's actually potato. Baked potatoes are one of the best, but a raw potato is like, I think it might even be worse than cookies. I'm not sure. There's a list on the wiki of the worst foods. Spider eyes actually fills you up pretty good, even though it poisons you. Raw fish is not too great, and the carrot is none of them are that great, but potato is the worst. Here's another one of those trick ones, because we have mossy stone brick and mossy stone bricks. And again, the bricks, as we talked about before, bricks, you can see it said bricks, mossy stone bricks. It's not moss stone. Moss stone is actually, interestingly enough, the, let's see, moss stone, it's actually, this is what it is. It's the mossy cobblestone, but there isn't a block called mossy cobblestone. It's just called moss stone. I don't know why. That's the way they called it, and maybe I should have used that as a question. But mossy stone bricks is the answer. Okay. Now this one here, I really like this question because it makes you think, and you don't have to be a genius. You just have to be a little experienced in Minecraft survival to know the answer to it. But it's saying starting with materials at their rawest form, so the furthest it can go back to obtaining, not including smelting, which of these items takes the most amount of total crafting steps. So we have the bookshelf, we have the sticky piston, we have the minecart with hopper, and we have the empty map. And I'll just go through them here. The sticky piston, first of all, if you go back to the rawest form, we're talking about wood. It comes from the tree. You can't get wood from any other thing except for the tree. So we've got to take one step from taking wood to make it into wood planks. Then we need iron and redstone and cobble to make the piston with the wood planks. And then we need the piston and a slime ball. So that's 3 steps for a sticky piston. So when I say that, we've got 1 step, we're doing the wood to wood planks. Second step is iron, redstone, cobble, and the wood planks. And the third step is the piston and the slime ball. So that's 3 steps. What's the next one? The empty map, you need sugar. You need to convert to paper. Then you need iron and redstone to make a compass. And then you need compass and paper to make an empty map. So that's another 3. Bookshelf, you need to take the wood to get the wood planks. You need sugar to get the paper. You need paper and leather to make the books. And you need books and wood planks to make the bookshelf. So that is 4. But the hopper with the minecart is actually takes the most because we have to get the minecart out of iron. We have to get the planks out of the wood. That's 2. We need to get the chest out of the planks. That's 3. We need to mix the chest and iron to make the hopper. That's 4. And then you have to put the hopper and the minecart together to get the hopper with the minecart. And that is how we have 5 steps. The rest have 4 and 3. It's the hopper minecart. Another tough question here. Knew people wouldn't get it, but again, I made the map. It's my excuse. Clay was added to alpha. I just looked it up on Wikipedia, and what was the answer to this one? I think it was books. You can actually look up all the dates of snapshots and releases and everything of what was added. And clay, I had made the room all with clay, so I had to come up with a clay question. Lapis lazuli, emerald. Okay, we can do that. Let's do. Let's pick up some. I know I have too many items, but I still don't use it. I don't know why. Well, we're going to get some ore here. We're going to get, I think gold's in there. Iron, we don't need to well, I can just show you. Lapis, emerald was in there. Was it diamond was the other one? Or maybe it was coal. Gold, redstone. Okay, redstone. And redstone ore. So we have redstone ore here. We have emerald here. We have lapis here, and we have gold here. And I also need a stone pickaxe, which is right here. Now it might kill it, so I'm gonna get a couple, or maybe 3. That should be enough. Okay, so we're gonna test these. I'm gonna go into game mode survival, and it is telling us iron ores drops can be obtained with stone pickaxe. So if I do this with stone pickaxe, there we go. We got the drop. Which other ore allows for the same? So we're going to test redstone. Are we going to get a redstone drop from mining a redstone ore? Come on, buddy. It does take a while, doesn't it? Maybe I should edit this part. Oh, keep going. There we go. Oh, we got nothing from redstone. Okay, let's try emerald. And the iron definitely takes a lot less than the rest of them. Maybe that has something to do with it. But maybe I should sing my ABCs. Something to entertain you. Yeah, it's almost broken here. Nothing from emerald. Let's try lapis. Yeah, much quicker. We do get drops from lapis, and obviously then that means gold we don't get anything from. Should I even continue? Okay, I'm not going to do it. Obviously that's true. So lapis is the answer there. Okay. Which of these statements is false about jack-o'-lanterns? You can use them to create iron and snow golems. So let's just see if we can create one. I like the snow ones a little better. Let's do a snow block, and we'll do them both for fun. Iron and jack-o'-lantern, which we can get off the ground. Oh, I just got rid of my snow. Okay, let's get that. No, not that. This one. Let's test it out here. We got snow. Can we make a snow golem? We can make a snow golem, and he can't survive in the desert. Can we make an iron golem? That's not iron. Iron. That's another thing. I use the mouse wheel to select blocks instead of the number pad. It's probably much better to use the number pad. And we can make an iron golem. Okay, so that is true, and we are looking for something that is false. Okay, if Warren looking at Enderman, and I had to put looking because it wouldn't fit the G. If Warren looking at Enderman will not make them angry. Okay, let's see. Let's put it on. Let's put it on. Hey. Huh. You cannot wear a jack-o'-lantern. Okay, well then that means that they give off more light than torches. That's true. I don't need to prove that. And they can't be placed on top of TNT. Let's just do it here. I will show you. Put TNT and put a jack-o'-lantern. Well, go. Alright, so you can't wear a jack-o'-lantern. You have to wear a pumpkin. It's a trick question. Gotcha. Okay, which of these grass requires light level 4? I'm not going to prove this one. You also take my word for it. It is 9. You have to have a light level of 9 at least for mycelium to spread onto dirt. How many different colors of wool can sheep naturally spawn in? Well, they can spawn in white. They can spawn in black. They can spawn in pink. They can also spawn in brown. That's 4. They can spawn in light gray and dark gray. That's 6. Those are the naturally spawned sheep in Minecraft. You can dye them other colors, but naturally 6 is the only answer. Block of coal, one of the latest additions to Minecraft. Which of these items was added after the block of coal? Well, that is all to do with snapshots. Again, you can go on the wiki and check out what was added at the dates. I did make it hard for you because they were all added very, very close together. The answer is the stained clay. Where are you, stained clay? There we go. Donkeys, carpet, and name tags were all added very close to when they added block of coal, but stained clay is the newest block as of this video day. And final question, how many rooms of the trivia branch have presented with a question? Yes, another trick question. We have a question mark to kind of throw you off, and a lot of people said, okay, well, 30, because I was at 29. But if you remember the very first room where it said, are you ready to continue? I told you to remember that because that is actually a question as well. Now, here we go. This is the first question here, which says, let's load it up here. Are you ready to continue? That is a question. And if you go to the next one, okay, question number 1. So it is a trick question. The answer is 31, including that very first room that asks you, are you ready to continue? And that was fun for me to put in there. I wanted to trick you. I like tricking you with trick questions. What did you expect? I mean, come on. So 31, so 31, 31, and that obviously opens up the wool. Okay, so now briefly I'm just going to talk about how I did the deaths. Yeah, they're pretty simple, but they're made with some spawner items and things. But we'll go over that, and then we'll finish up the trivia section in the developer's commentary. Yeah, it's pretty big, guys. There are all the rooms. Here's the outside. I actually posted this little picture on Twitter when I was first making the map. I think it's might have been the second branch I started making, but it's one of the last ones because I'd built all the rooms, but I hadn't come up with the questions. So here we have all the deaths, and let me show you here the first death here. This is the final death. Maybe you didn't get this death because you only get into it. Such a slow death. It's such a slow death. It is a drowning death, and every single room says nope, not open. It says nope, you got it wrong. Needed 4 walls. Answer. That is the one you get wrong if you get the last one, and you have to get sent back to question 20. Oh, it looks like our snow golems walking around the questions. Okay, here we have what is this one? Oh, right, this is the crusher. So this crusher here, when you get in range, you actually teleport there. When you get in range, you'll just see. Okay, why are you not working here? Where's that spawner? There he is, right there. You get in range. There we go. It crushes you. So I'm just gonna back away so you can see. There we go. And you get in range, and it'll. I put a little delay on there to make you think, oh, what's going on? Oh, you killed me. And the way that works is basically the item hits this plate right here, which sends a bit of a delay up to these repeaters, and I add this effect command that brings your health down so that you're not You're not waiting to die too long. And the sad thing is, anything more than 1, like that's basically damage is effect 7 at everybody for 1 second. Damage of 1. If you put damage of 2, it'll kill you. And I wanted the death messages not to say by magic, because that's what that does. Okay, here we have the fire death. And that's pretty basic. All it does is it has another damage effect when you step on the wrong plate, and then you're half damaged, and then you stay on the fire and you die. What else do we have here? We have the creeper. The creeper one, which is kind of interesting because there's a spawn. Is this the creeper one? Yeah, okay, so there's an item spawner here that sets your difficulty to hard. There's also a creeper spawner down there, and the item spawner's there, and you're set to hard, and that way you get in range in adventure mode, and they will just blow you up. It's quick death, kind of fun. There's a snow golem. Kind of fun to die, I guess. Here we have the cactus one, and again, that's kind of like the fire one. You step on the wrong one, it sends your health down, and you land on the cactus, which cactus has to be grown like this in order to get it as close as you can. But I set them like they can't touch a block, otherwise it'll pop off. But I set them hopefully that you can't escape. Although I think that in the older version where it was slow deaths, oh man, people hated that map, or hated that death. They absolutely hated it. And then finally we have the arrows here, which are pretty fun. Which you I love that little arrow spawner. And basically to do that is I had to launch an arrow with a dispenser, and then I created a spawner. And you can see here's the sort of the NBT edit. It's a mod that allows you to change properties of an entity. An entity is an arrow in this case. So you've got that arrow there. It's going to spawn 1 at a time and constantly spawn, because here we go, very small delay. If you're within 7 blocks of it, and it'll allow 6 maximum, but it'll constantly fire them. And then we just have some I think they actually are they? No, they're not fire arrows. I made it fire arrows originally, but I changed that. It will launch. It'll launch the arrows at this position, and that's just so that you can't see really where they're coming from. I like to make it so that there's no dispenser. But then it shoots you off to here. You get knocked off. Then you get teleported to the same spot and get knocked off again, and you can see the arrows down there shoot you back up. But that is the deaths. So yeah, a bit of a longer video than I thought it was going to be. Did I go over all the deaths? I think I did. Remember this death? Oh, the lava. Last one. I didn't go over this one. Originally, I had much more web. I wanted to make a death where you were like, "Could just kill me, come on, just kill me." And I was like, no, you have to hold there. Again, frustrated some people. But yeah, too bad. You have the free green wool, free lime wool if you want it. You could have used it, but you were so determined to beat the map, you didn't want to do it. Anyway, that is the trivia branch. So we got the trivia here, and yeah, new branch here. I haven't actually done the introduction. But thanks for watching, guys. I guess I've split it off into episodes here, because it is a bit longer. I don't know. Have I? Who knows? I may have. If this is episode 2 or 3, makes sense. Next time, I think, I'm not really sure. I might, just put in the comments which one you want to talk about next. We did trivia. We did puzzle. What would be next? Maybe adventure. Maybe escape. I don't know. Comment which one you want to talk about next, and I will show you my thoughts behind it. But thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed that. We'll see you next time on Developer Commentary of Diversity. Enjoy your Minecrafting.